Good morning and welcome to the video for Monday, June the 15th. This will be a video for our upcoming fourth graders, and today we'll be talking about division. One of the biggest things that will be different this year with division than what we did last year are some of the tasks that we're going to ask you to do. We're going to start introducing remainders into the problems. We're going to be working with larger and larger numbers. So let's say we're taking a 4-digit dividend, which is our number that would go underneath the long division sign, and we're dividing by a divisor that's a single digit. We may also have a remainder. We're going to have to talk about what the remainder might mean. And so I'm going to focus on a couple of those tasks, and I'm going to do a follow-up video on Thursday that talks about a few other tasks that you'll be asked to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at the example here that I've written on the screen. I've got it in a weird place, but that will change here in just a moment. I wanted to keep the part that I have below this out of view. So if I do this problem, I have 30 divided by 8. What I would find out really quickly is that I can count 3 times by 8 to get to 24, and I'm going to have 6 left over, which means I'm going to have a remainder of 6. So one of the things that we will ask you to do is give an estimate of what two numbers the quotient for this problem would be between. And so the answer for that is the answer would be somewhere between 3 and 4. Now let's talk about what the remainder could mean for us. So there are 3 different ways that we can interpret the remainder for this problem. The first one would be the number of leftover items. So let's say I have 30 hot dogs and I have 8 students that are going to eat hot dogs for lunch. If every single student gets the same amount of hot dog, how many hot dogs would they get? And then the answer to that would be each student would get 3 hot dogs, but there will be 6 hot dogs left over that will not be eaten because we can't do that evenly. If we decided to break it up into a fraction, then we could say that the remainder is the top number of our fraction, and the bottom number of the fraction would be our divisor. And so if we decided to go ahead and reduce this down, it would give us a fraction of 3/4. So each student could have 3 whole hot dogs and 3/4 of another hot dog, and then all of the hot dogs would end up being eaten. It also could be a remainder that suggests we may need to increase our answer. So let's say instead of hot dogs, we are working with 30 students that we have to get to somewhere for a field trip. And we're taking vans that can hold 8 people per van. So let's say a normal minivan. How many vans will we need to get all 30 people on the field trip to the field trip? Well, if I do 30 divided by 8, I'm going to need 3 entire vans, but I'm also going to need part of a 4th van to be able to take everyone there. So in that case, we would actually increase our answer from 3 vans up to 4, knowing that the 4th van will not be completely full. So those are some things I wanted to go over with for you for today. There are going to be some other things that we ask you to do with more complicated numbers, as well as different ideas. So other ideas that we'll talk about on Thursday will be finding partial dividends. So just like we can find partial products that represent different things for our multiplication problems, we can do something similar with that for division. However, what I would recommend for right now, because everything is so focused on how well you know multiplication facts to be successful with these tasks, that is what I would work on. I would work on your multiplication facts, and then as you get comfortable with multiplication facts for a number, start looking at how you can translate that into the corresponding division facts. So if I'm really good at counting by 3s, I know that 7 times 3 is going to give me 21. So then what I would do is say, okay, how many times can I count by 3 to get to 21? And that would be the answer to my division problem. I can do 21 divided by 3 equals 7. Or if I wanted to know how many times I can count by 7 to get to 21, I can do 21 divided by 7 equals 3. So trying to work on getting comfortable enough with the multiplication facts that you can start relating it back to division facts that go along with that. That would be what I would recommend that you work on. So practice your skip counting, practice basic memorization of multiplication facts, and then see how you can go ahead and relate those to the division facts that go along with it. Hope you have a great day. Hope your summer is going well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be on Thursday.